So what I have done in organizations is to be able to work with HR to really kick off that talent review process, which is, starts really around about mid-year to say, okay, we've now collated mid-year reviews. Now let's go in and calibrate the information that people are putting down in their mid-year reviews. And so we try and sense check those, reviews or findings with managers just to verify that actually there's no bias, because that's something that can actually
Hmm.
seep into performance management. And then what we then do is really go back to the individuals to really informally have conversations with them. And I think this is done separate to line managers, because I do think that there is that impression, there is that potential for impression management if the line manager is involved in those targeted development conversations. So I go in there, have conversations with the individual to say, what is it that you like doing? Would you like to do more of? What would you like to do less of? What's the next move for you? What is likely to get you there quicker? And actually ask some questions as well, because this is a really good opportunity for us as an organization to actually not take things for granted and perhaps
Mm.
explore retention risk, flight risks. So we ask the
Yep.
question to say, I will ask the question about, something along the lines of, what factors might influence you to explore the external market? And actually, for me, one of the things about holding this conversation is that, people do know that you're in service of them and their development, as supposed to be worried about this information or this rich data might have an impact in terms of their
Yeah.
career.
Yep.
So that is something then I work with managers to identify and say, okay, let's look at the 9-box grid. In some cases, we'll use
Mm.
iterations of the 9-box grid and then try and plot people in to see if there's consistency with what the individuals are telling us, what the line managers are telling us, and then we go to our EMC or SLT to really ratify that information and then start to put detailed development plans for the individuals to ensure that they feel that the business is really supporting their development.